KG's.
KG's. What a wicked performance.
Yardi podcast.
Yeah.
Amen. Say amen. You done know. So we'll get into it. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm P Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos, and this is the 4G Audio Podcast, episode 198. We're getting down to it, almost 200 episodes. I just want to let everybody know it's a fucking happy Friday, and I guess I want to wish you a happy Friday. But
Friday.
it has been a
Let's
happy
cheers
Friday.
to that if it's
Let's
Friday,
cheers
man.
to that. I'll pass the cheers down.
Cheers.
Pass the cheers.
That's it.
Boom.
All right, so in case you guys, I guess now the cat's out of the bag. If you know the voice, you know the man. We got Yardi in the building.
Yeah.
Yardi from the dot all the way, man. So
Yardi from the dots here, boys.
So well, first of all, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Had a fucking fantastic night.
Fucking right, yeah. And that's why I
Hanging
was
out with my boy Prophet, the Styles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a good night, man.
Yeah, drove all the way down to see KG's
That's what
perform.
I'm talking about. Big up Bully Zone, big up Flux,
Yeah,
KG's
right.
in the house.
Performance.
Yeah, they performed last night at the Tech 9 show. It was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. They tore that stage up.
But yeah, so you made the trek. You're going back in the morning?
I'm going to go to a karaoke bar after
you're going back
this.
tonight.
Yeah.
And after the karaoke bar, I'm going to jump back on the highway.
Yo,
and head
Oh,
back.
yeah?
And I will say too, we didn't actually have a guest book tonight, and last week's fucking shit got all fucked up because of the Zoom stuff. And I was standing there last night, like, wait a sec. I'm like, man, when are you going back? He's
Yeah.
like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, come on the
Yeah,
show.
it worked
man,
out
let's
really
do it.
well.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
sick.
Especially since, you were a part of last week's episode. Now you can make it up here in the flesh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so then we'll get into it. We'll try and bring everybody up to snuff right to that point of this fucking song that just came out. But let's bring it back. So where are you like from?
Originally from T-Dot.
Okay. Yeah,
Spent
yeah.
most of my life in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go back and forth. Get tired of Vancouver, go back to Toronto. Just go back and forth.
Yeah. So when did you like first go out to Vancouver then?
When I was 14,
Okay.
stole my mom's car.
Okay, I was just funny. I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah?
did you move with
Yeah.
your family? No.
Nah.
I was going to ask what was the link between, but you just.
It was a Friday night. We were at coffee time,
Yeah.
and two of my boys came with this nice joint, and we smoked this joint. And I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like, "My aunt lives in Vancouver." So we literally went home. 20 minutes later, we met back at the coffee shop, and we drove across Canada, man.
Crazy.
For some
Yeah.
weed.
That's what's up. Yeah, for
And
some
you stayed
weed.
there?
And I stayed there. And then
Yeah.
my mom, she flew out there.
Pick up
Yeah.
her car.
Yeah.
But like she has asthma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she got out there, she was able to breathe
Oh,
Yeah.
because there's no humidity. It's all fresh
Right.
mountains, right? So
oh, it
when
is
she
a
came
different
out
air.
there, yeah, when she came out there, she was like, "I want to stay." So
Yeah.
she stayed. She's still there.
Shit, yeah, that's right. Yeah, whenever we were out there,
Yeah.
you went and visited her, eh?
Yeah.
Shit, so she came out to collect her car and she fucking stayed because it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
No doubt, man.
And it was good
I
for
wanted
her
to
health.
stay when I was out there. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure it happens to a lot of people too. Eh? They're just like, I'm never going back.
yeah. Well, and
Bully.
especially if your fucking like what do you call it? Like quality of life has just gone up. You know, like man, I can breathe better and like fucking
Yeah.
maybe
well,
like not take my puffer all the time or
Yeah.
something. You know, then it's like yeah, man,
Absolutely.
that's a big win because that's a big thing, right? Especially
Yeah.
with your breath, like even just health in general, but with your breath and shit, like that's fucking tough.
yeah, imagine being able to just live somewhere that actually changes your health for the better
Yeah.
instead of just staying stuck there or like taking medication.
Yeah.
The fact that you moved somewhere
Yeah.
actually helped you out.
Actually, it's funny because Styles and Bully Zone, I mentioned to them a couple years ago, "Hey, I'm going out west," and we all took a vacation out there.
Man, I was actually thinking the
Heard
other night.
lots about it.
I was thinking the other night that I was like, you know what, man? I'm like, I'm fucking crazy lucky that like it might even just been last night actually. But I was
Last week you were telling me about it. We were talking about
no, like I literally
Sorry,
think it
yeah.
might have been last night, just because
Okay.
we were all at Bullies or
it.
whatever.
Right.
But I was thinking like, because I was laying in bed or whatever, and I'm thinking, man, you know what? I'm like, I was like literally in the right place at the right time. Like, fucking, probably never did a fucking live other than this one, and like we're on a live all together. It was just like some fucking like Tuesday afternoon or something, and we're all talking and shit, and then like he was going out west already. He like had a plan, and then so it's Yardi and Bully and me, and so Yardi's talking about how he's going out west, and Bully's like, oh, cool, yeah. And then Yardi's like, oh, yeah, you want to come? And I was like, oh, man, I kind of want to, like, they all, like, now plan, like, we're going, you know? And I'm like, well, I kind of want to invite myself, but, like, I don't want to be that guy either, you know?
Right.
And then they're like, wait, man, like, fuck, do you want to come? I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. But like I said, I thought of it the other night or whatever, and I was like, man, you know what? I was lucky to be in that live at that one moment, you know? Like, yes, I will take this call. Like, all right.
You remember the first stop we made?
First stop we made, which one though? Because we all met at the fucking
Yes, we
car
met the car
place.
rental. But what was the
That
first stop after the car rental?
Oh, the beach, Kitsilano Beach.
Oh, there was a stop before there.
Oh, was it the liquor store?
The liquor
Oh,
store.
that's right. Oh, yeah, and actually, you know what, man? Whenever we stopped at that liquor store too, I remember, because Jesse was with us. Shout out JDG.
Yeah.
And we're touring and we're trying to find the liquor store. We're like, oh, and I think Maps fucked us up or whatever, and we had to go back around. And we pull up in front of the store, and fucking, we go in and we get our shit or whatever. Whenever we come out, there's like a lineup of people down the street, like waiting to get in the liquor store because it was like still kind of like COVID rules or whatever.
Right.
And there's a guy standing there, and I was wearing my shirt with the Putin shirt or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And the fucking guy, I don't know how it all started, but at some point, like Buddy was making a ruckus about like I'm famous or whatever, and they're like, yeah, he's the Putin guy, and he's like, yeah, man, yeah, fucking right, like, yeah. Or I think he was like, do I know you or something? No, he's the Putin guy. He's like, oh yeah, he's like, can I get a picture with you and all this stuff? we think he was just like fucking with us, just like
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
With it.
But it felt cool though. But no, I remember that stop at the liquor
Yeah.
store, and I got a 40 in a plastic bottle, 40 of like OE.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we drove with me and Bully. There's
Take
actually
you back to the good old days.
there's a clip, man. There's a clip on my shit that I have, and it's like me and Bully are walking, and like we're sharing the 40 back and forth, and all of a sudden you hear like beep beep, and like we're about to cross like a fucking road, and this fucking scooter's like coming off of the other road, like across the thing onto the sidewalk, and we're like, oh fuck, like.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that. But so you went out to Vancouver when you were 14.
Yeah.
And then you say you're back and forth, fucking,
Yeah.
kind of like living there, and
And
coming
that's
back
when
here.
I met up with Ross Lee. You know Ross Lee.
Yeah,
From Ottawa. He's from Ottawa, reggae
yeah. That's
singer.
like Jay Morris's dad too, eh?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jim Morrison's dad.
Yeah.
No way.
And we started doing music out there.
Okay.
He had a reggae band out there.
Okay.
So I was only 14. So that's when I started doing music with him.
Mm-hmm. So you
On the
singing?
West Coast.
Singing?
Yeah,
Yeah, sick. Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
this is in Toronto.
in Vancouver.
In Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's where he was at the time too. Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
Okay, and now he's here.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mm.
Some of that. So then,
Yeah,
what
I've
kind
been doing music a long time since
Yeah, I guess so.
cassette days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
If you go on my Instagram, you'll see I
Oh, yeah.
posted one of those cassettes.
You had to do like punching in and stuff, and like cutting the
4-track.
tape and stuff.
Yeah, it's different times back then.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, really. There's a lot more work put into it back then.
Yeah.
With all that shit. Fuck, crazy. So
Yeah.
then you guys like actually like you just performing shit, or you like
Yeah.
actually put out music?
No, just performing.
Okay.
All the big artists that were coming into Vancouver, his reggae band had pretty much had the first
Yeah.
opportunity
okay.
to open up for them.
Were you out there at the time of the fucking? Oh man, it's Swollen Members
Oh yeah,
when they were like fucking real popping.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I know most of them.
Yeah. Crazy. What's his name? Mocha Only.
Local only.
It's the only one I remember. And it's Mad Child.
Mad Chad. Yeah.
Oh, Prevail. All right, I got them all.
Yeah.
Shit. So then, yeah. So you've been doing music since then, but then like you were doing reggae then.
Yeah.
Like a straight up like Bob Marley reggae, or like a reggaeton type. I guess there's not a whole lot of singing in that.
It wasn't really. Yeah, it was just a little twist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, it was reggae with a little twist of. I don't even know really what you would call it back then. It was just different.
Yeah.
Your own thing, really.
Yeah, it's just my own thing.
Right.
So then, when did the fucking rapping begin?
When I came back to Toronto,
Yeah. Like I assume you listen to rap.
yeah, I just
Like-
getting more into it. And,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, the reggae's always been there.
So then, when did you come back from?
Yeah, I was gonna
Toronto
say.
then?
You said you were
Uh,
back and forth a lot.
Yeah, this last stretch has been 9 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been rapping for 9 years, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when did you first come back to Toronto after moving to Vancouver when you were 14? How long was it?
16. Came
You're
back
16.
16,
Yeah.
stayed for a couple of years, went back for a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mom's out there, right? My father's here.
Right. Okay.
So I've
Your
always
dad's
gone.
here. That's the
Yeah.
connection.
Now I have a daughter out there, so
Okay.
I go twice as much now.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, good times, man.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
Always
man.
good times.
That'd be probably pretty wild too. Like, or not wild, but like I mean, like with the how your daughter's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like even whenever we got like so before we went out there, I remember being like, hey, look, like so many people have told me that I'm gonna love it there and shit. Like all my life, people be like, man, you'll love it out there. And so I'm like, I know that I will love it out there, but like realistically, man, you can't like move out there, you know? Like you got a kid and stuff and like whatever. I'm like, you can't do that, you know? But then like I remember the first little bit on the beach, I was like fucking touch the ocean and shit. And I was standing there looking at shit and then I turned around and look at you guys, you're like, what are you thinking? And I was like, trying to think of ways that I could move here.
Yeah.
I
like,
remember that.
But that would kill me is the fucking like, oh shit, like I gotta go, you know, like
Yeah.
like traveling is fuck all, whatever, but it's just I only see you fucking so often. So I imagine
Yeah.
that'd be tough is all I'm saying. Like
It'd be tough.
but
it is. It does get tough.
but it's good too though, you got like your mom's
Gives
out
you a
there
reason
too,
to
right?
travel.
So you have
And that's why I
it's-
go
yeah.
back more, right? I'm
Yeah.
thinking about moving back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
No
moving.
doubt, man. I don't blame you.
I'm going to I'm actually going to Vancouver for a week at the end of November.
Okay.
And then from there I'm flying to Thailand, and then from Thailand I'm going to Vietnam for a month.
Oh, that's really
Holy
cool.
So
fuck.
after I'm done that trip, then I'm gonna come back, chill for a couple months here, and then by March I think I'm gonna drive all my furniture out there.
Yeah.
I'll go to
Okay.
shit.
Vancouver again, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
So
My
what's
daughter
the-
just called me a couple weeks ago. She said, Papa, can I move in with you?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, yeah, I'm gonna move out there.
Get out there for your girl.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
yeah. This year she's actually gonna be 22,
Okay.
and
Shit.
she was a millennium baby, year 2000.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this year she's gonna be 22
20.
on the 22nd day in 22 year.
No way.
Yeah, 222222.
Yeah.
Because she's
That's-
born in 001122, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So what's the trip all about?
what?
Thailand, Vietnam.
Every couple of years I go to somewhere
Yeah?
absolutely crazy by myself and,
That's cool.
chill.
Good
and
for
like,
you.
learn the culture a little bit. You
So
know what I
you've
mean? I've
been-
always wanted to go to Vietnam.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? Always. It's been something since.
The place, not
You
the
remember
point.
Good Morning Vietnam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Robin
where it all
Williams.
started. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Or MASH, wasn't
Yeah.
that Vietnam too?
I
MASH?
Yes,
think MASH
it
was,
was.
too,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
I
was a
watched the
show,
shit out of
right?
that,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a show. man.
With like the what do you call it?
The asterisks.
The asterisks is in the middle of the letters. Yeah.
Yeah. Medical.
Yeah, so go out there for a month.
Mobile. So go. You're saying you're going to Thailand and what's the other place?
Thailand and then Vietnam.
And then you're going
Thailand for a
to
week,
Thailand.
Vietnam for 3.
Okay, yeah. So whenever you said a month, I was like, yeah, all together or like
Yeah. Right.
just to Vietnam for a month. Fuck. Shit. And then that's not a far tour from Vancouver, then, is it not?
It's actually cheaper to fly from Vancouver. That's why I'm going to Vancouver first.
Right.
Okay.
Right? They have more direct flights there.
Yeah.
Get two birds stoned at once. That way.
Yeah. I think it's 1,500 from Vancouver to Thailand. It's a lot cheaper than from here to Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like 250 to fly from Thailand to Vietnam.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
shit.
it's only like an hour, I think, an hour and a
Yeah,
half, 2
yeah.
hours.
No,
Yeah, I
that'd
don't
be
know.
cool, man.
And I got a lot of friends out there and shit. So
Oh yeah.
I'll
Oh,
go
there you
visit
go. Yeah,
everybody.
at least you know
Oh, West
people.
or in
in Vietnam,
Asia? Oh, yeah?
Vietnam, yeah.
Oh shit.
I got one buddy that got deported years and years ago.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple of good close buddies I went to high school with that are going to be out there at the same time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're saying you were doing reggae early on, and then rap in the last 9 years. But like, when did the name Yardi come in?
That's Ross Lee.
Also from way back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fed up my whole life.
What does it mean?
It's just if you ask a Jamaican where you're from, he's a Yardi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you say back home Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had that name my whole life.
So you're Jamaican?
I have a lot of Jamaican in my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots. Like both of my sisters married Jamaicans. I have my grandparents had 10 kids. I think 7 married Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
You
shit.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of mulattoes in my family. There's
Yeah.
a lot of mix in my family. Some from Guyana and Like we got everything.
Yeah.
No, that's
Come to a
all.
wedding, we got everything.
Yeah, no doubt. Be a good party.
Yeah.
Oh,
On my
shit.
dad's side, it's all Italian. So on my mom's side,
Okay.
it's a little bit of everything.
Little
Yeah.
mix, yeah.
Oh, shit,
Culture.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man.
I see the meatball subs and shit.
Meatball
See-
subs.
Yeah, I don't know if they're meatball subs, but I see.
You never know. After
See,
going to Vietnam, there might be
sandwiches.
Chinese in the family.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You just never know.
Yeah. What the fuck's the banh mi?
What's that?
Banh mi? It's like a fucking sub.
Oh, is it?
Vietnamese sub.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
Well, there you go
It's
when
just
you
like some
land.
kind of deli meat shit, I think. And then it's got like vegetables and shit.
Okay.
Like, you know how they like make them like real thin, like for like inside a egg roll.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like that, but
Yeah.
then it's like on the sub, and it's just like fairly plain. I've only ever seen pictures, but my buddy goes on about it all the time.
Okay.
Banh mi, check it out. I thought maybe you knew.
No, don't know.
Don't know, but
He will know.
you already don't know.
Yeah, I did that know. But yeah, it's gonna be an experience and a half for
yeah,
sure.
no doubt, man. That's crazy. So, music though.
Yeah.
You said you guys mostly did performances with the reggae, but as for the rap though, like, is there a lot out there? Because I know, like,
I've got 17 songs underneath my belt right now.
yeah, okay,
Um,
but a lot
kinda
of them
make
are
an
fairly
album.
new.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
working on music.
But you don't have like
series.
old like music from back, you know?
Yeah, I've got some music out there.
Oh, okay,
Like me
okay.
and Ross Lee did some songs, probably about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And then me and his nephew, I flew to Jamaica, went to Kingston, did some recording with his nephew.
Oh,
He was
yeah?
only like 17 at the time.
Wow.
Who's that?
Sparrow Blacks.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw some of that.
Yeah, he's been on my live a few
Okay.
times. You've seen him.
Yeah.
I've had him up there on Valentine's Day and probably sang probably like 50 songs to all the girls.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's an amazing
To all the
artist.
girls.
Yeah.
Amazing
yeah. So
artist.
actually, speaking of the live, so tell me a bit about that. Like,
The
how
lives
did
I
that come to be?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Speaking of the ladies of the live.
Yeah.
Okay, I broke up with, well, me and my girl, we broke up. And I never knew what depression was, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 48 years old, man. And I've never knew what depression, like someone says they were depressed, I'd be like, you need a hug? You want to smoke a joint?
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I never really knew until Robert Williams died.
Yeah.
When he died, that's when it really kicked in because it's somebody that I've always looked up to, you know, like
Right.
straight from the Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my whole life, I've looked up to him. So that's somebody that's literally went out of his way and spent his whole life trying to make other people happy when he was dying inside.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you don't realize that. So, anyways, I fell into a depression a couple years, just pretty much before COVID started.
Okay.
So I was talking to my cousin James, which you met out
Yeah.
west.
Yeah. Shout out Jimmy James.
So I was talking to him, and I just said I want to help people because you know you don't realize whether you're doing good or bad in life. There's always people looking up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always someone looking up to you. Always someone that admires you.
For
You know?
sure.
So I always wanted to just, you know, give back to the people. So I said, I'm going to go live on Instagram for 30 days. That's
Yeah.
it. So I did it. I was just doing it for like a half an hour, a night.
Right.
Then after 30 days, I stopped for like 2 weeks. I probably
Okay.
got like 3,000 emails.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people saying, oh, bro, you're helping me out. Can you go live again?
Yeah. Right.
So I ended up, it turned out to be 7 nights a week
Yeah.
for a year and a half. You know what I mean? It's 8 hours a night.
Yeah.
You know, like I was going all night.
All
Like,
night
you
at
know, I was
midnight,
starting
yeah.
at midnight
Right.
because all my friends are in Vancouver and they're
Oh, yeah,
9
of
o'clock,
course,
3
yeah.
hours behind.
Right.
So I couldn't start any earlier because they'd be still at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to start at 12 o'clock midnight. Time I was getting off the live was like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, so it was good times. And then met a lot of great people on there. And there was a time where, no word of a lie, bro, I had 25 to 40,000 people come through my live on a weekend, Friday
Yeah.
and Saturday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to screenshot the followers. Like
Yeah.
when you at the end of your live, you could press whatever, and it tells you how many followers.
Yeah. To
Came
see,
through your
see the
life.
analytics of it all.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So you know you realize how many people you were touching,
Yeah.
and there was people literally that would tell me, and I would have my the nighttime crowd that would stay up with me all night,
Yeah.
you know, all the partiers.
Right.
But then I also had the older people that were literally watching it faithfully. Every morning they would wake up, and that was the first thing they were doing was eating
Yeah.
breakfast at the table, watching this live from last
Yeah.
night. You know, and I don't sugarcoat nothing. I always wear everything on my sleeve so the
Yeah.
world could see it. I have nothing to hide. There's no shame in my game. I don't give a shit whether you like it or not. I didn't ask to be here. My parents juggied on a Friday night. It made me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Ain't
ask
that
to
the
be
damn
here.
truth?
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
while I'm here, I'm gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy it the best way I can, because at the same time, like I said, you also have a billion people looking up to you, right?
Absolutely.
Including my
man.
daughter.
Yeah.
So you got to try to do things a little bit right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it definitely created some hype though. I remember even too the one day Bully was like, man, he's like fucking, you know, like you should do something with this. Like you got so many people like, you know, tuning in and shit, and like people fucking like regulars and shit, and like people wanted
Yeah,
to like
man.
be in the live and like
yeah, we had rap contests, we had strippers, we had wet t-shirt contests, we had
yeah,
singers, we've
where
had
anything goes.
anything
Yeah.
goes. Like,
Yeah.
and it was like,
And then I
yeah,
remember you were
That's-
getting some fucking like warnings and shit or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
You might have got booted or something for like the
Yeah, the
twerking
odd-
and
You
shit or
got some
whatever.
strikes.
But then I remember you came out and you're like, we're almost anything goes.
Yeah,
that's where I
right.
came up with the topic, right?
That's
Because
funny.
1 minute you feel like, you know, sometimes you can play other music on it and you're good to go, but you know, one person shows a little breast or something and then you
Yeah.
get knocked off or something.
Yeah.
Man, lately
But I
have-
always kept
Shit.
it positive on there. Like I asked people not to
Right.
swear on there. I always try to keep it positive, no
Yeah.
No
negativity.
fighting and
Yeah,
shit.
well, yeah, he always handled that shit well too. Like people be fighting or like
Yeah.
someone, whatever, even just like somebody just coming in to troll or something or whatever, and like people are all like, "Oh, this," you know, like everyone's all like worried or stressed out or like trying to fucking whatever.
Right.
And he'd be like, "Hey, you know, whatever." Like, but like he would address it real quick, but just kind of be like, "Hey, like we're just here to have fun." Fucking,
Yeah,
who cares
right.
about that person, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and like, but there was a few
Move
times where I was
along.
like,
I think-
"Yeah, you know what?" He's just like,
I think the hardest hit that I had, I went on vacation one time, and where I was, there was no reception.
"Oh shit, yeah."
And I didn't get back to one of the followers that was following me from day one.
Oh yeah.
And I was reaching back to them just because I knew they didn't have no family, like as much as we did, you know.
Right.
And they just felt alone, and so they were
Yeah.
like, any chance that they did get to ask me questions and talk, just to felt like they were alive still.
Right. Yeah.
But like where I was, I couldn't get back to the person and answer their question. He ended
Yeah.
up killing himself.
No way.
But
Shit.
I've had 3 people on my lives, bro, kill themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well,
that's-
it's like what you're saying. It gives these people that are going through the shit something to hold on to and to look forward to every day, and to not feel alone, right?
yeah.
But I mean,
But I got over my
yeah,
depression,
you
bro.
did, yeah, and
I
you
kicked
did
it
yourself
like within
well.
a year and a half. I kicked it.
Yeah.
And there was times like, as Bully, like there was times that I even came out here to make music with Bully. I would drive 4 hours out here, you know, to come and spit a couple little things inside the booth. And I just, broke down and cried. I couldn't, I was like, sorry, Bully, I don't feel the vibe.
Yeah.
I can't give it my best shot. Now I'm going back home. And I literally jumped back on the highway 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Depression's no joke, bro.
It's real for
You know
sure.
what I mean? But like, what did we do back in the days? You know what I mean?
People
We
had
didn't
to
have all
hide
this.
that shit.
We didn't have all this, you know. You told your parents you were depressed, they'd probably kick you in the ass.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
go find something that will make you happy.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, times are changed.
Yeah.
Times are different. Like,
For sure.
you know, it's crazy.
It's definitely true though, right? Like mental health is obviously
It's real.
a huge thing in society, especially when we're getting to the point as I'm just going on a bit of a rant here, like
What's
the
up?
Let it out,
species
Joe.
that like fucking, you know what I
The
mean? Like we
humanoids,
don't
yeah.
have much of a purpose anymore. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like
Well,
we're gonna get to the
it's-
point where
it's-
robots are gonna do everything. We're not gonna be able
Yeah.
to, like, can you imagine if something happened and we had to fend for ourselves?
Well, it's just we had no electricity.
Something
basically.
as simple as that.
Yeah, but you're damn, I'm losing it. What did you say?
It's that weed.
He said the
It is
robots
the
are gonna
weed.
be running everything or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
no, the purpose. It's the purpose. That's exactly what depression is. People don't feel like they have a purpose,
Right.
and they
But
have
yo-
no motivation.
but yo,
and,
Exactly my
and
you know
point.
what's-
yeah,
You know what's crazy though, man, is like, so I was at this guy's house, or like he has a property and he has bees, and one of them stung me on the side of the face, and we were talking, and like, so he's telling me all about like how bees are and like what they do, and like how like they hibernate and shit, right? And like how fucking they're like the old bees that are basically just gonna die when they wake up are like all keeping the fucking like eggs warm and shit, right? They go and get honey, they do all this shit, they fucking whatever. But point is he was telling me all the fucking stuff, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. He goes, man, he's like, they like, if we could like as humans figure out how to be more like bees, like things would be so much better. And like then like something clicked in my head. I was like, yo, man, I'm like, it's crazy. It's like bees, literally their whole fucking point of like existence is like to prolong the fucking
their colony.
like just bees in general.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like maybe that's not like in their mind of what they're doing, but if you analyze how they do things
It
and
is,
what they're
though.
doing, they're literally like, we need to do all this stuff, like, yes, so like we can all survive as well,
Mhm.
but also so that like we can keep bees moving on and
yeah.
like whatever, right?
Oh yeah, they
And I was
serve.
like, man, I'm like, if we could switch to that, where like, you know, everyone understands that like I am not the fucking center of attention, or I am not like what makes the world go round. Like
Right.
we all
are.
have
Right.
to fucking do this thing fucking for this, like, but it's to get everyone to agree on this
Yeah.
thing, right?
Right.
But it's just, my point about that is like, you're saying like you feel like you don't have a purpose, like in that sense, man, the bee, every fucking bee has a
Has a
fucking
purpose.
purpose and a
That's
fucking
actually
like
shit,
like
man.
a like
I like that.
a like not just like, hey man, like can you just like fucking
Right. It
You
gives
know,
them like
like-
a reason
Yeah.
to live.
just
right?
like sweep the floor or some shit. It's like,
Yeah.
no, like you are literally like every fucking little teaspoon of honey you bring back is fucking like
Serves
the
the
I always
same
said
as
everything has a purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the thing is, you could see how, you know, that same thing, if we were all like
As a
the
society.
same intention as bees or whatever,
Yeah.
right? That almost wouldn't happen, right?
Mhm.
I mean, so kind of like off it's like, imagine this, but it's just whenever
Oh,
you
yeah.
said that with the purpose and stuff, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like,
It's exactly
every bee
it.
has a
though,
purpose,
yeah.
but like,
I think we need to get more like back to a balanced way of living where like a lot of people know how to grow their own food and
Yeah,
like
for sure.
care
And
for
neighbors
something
help
and,
one
like,
another.
exactly and
Well,
like
that's
a
what
sense
my-
of community
Yeah.
and like
that's what my buddy
instead
said.
of just like big city like
Push, mine.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
for
man.
sure,
it's like
man.
Well,
And that
I think that's a
buddy said,
big
he's like,
cause
if
for
we-
like a lot of this like depression and people like not knowing where to go in life or like
You know, if you
or
like,
seeing a purpose.
like I work construction during the day. I'm a truck driver during the day
Yeah.
and a bartender at nighttime at a banquet hall.
I'm just sorry. I you should be like a radio DJ
Oh, I
also.
appreciate that.
You have like
Appreciate
yeah, we definitely.
a deep sultry voice.
But yeah, you don't like nine.
Is that a good word?
9 out of
Yeah,
10
okay.
people walk by. They don't even say hi in the mornings.
Oh,
Right.
for sure.
You
No
know what I
eye
mean? And it's,
contact, anything.
Like,
yeah.
no, you can't even tell someone they look nice or, hey, how's it going? Like, they
Yeah.
look at you like you're,
Crazy.
yeah.
Or you're
like,
a creep, yeah. If you like talk to people.
Yeah, like
or
I
whatever.
say hi to everybody that walks by me. Like,
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
Hold
good
the
morning.
door.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Good
the way I've always
morning.
been.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, 9 out of 10 people, they just keep walking. I'm like, okay, have a great day then.
yeah.
What else are you going to say, right?
Yeah.
But
No, it's true though. And I find sometimes though, even too, that just that fucking human interaction is like,
It's a lot.
like brings me out of shit, you know? Like it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to go anywhere or do anything today. And it's like, okay, well, at least like go outside, like go put car in your or gas in your car and fucking drive
Do
around the back
something.
streets
One
for
small goal at a time.
5
right?
minutes, you know, whatever, right? But then once I go and I get the gas and I go in the store and I'm like, hey, how are you? And like, oh, hey, oh, and I see a buddy that I know and I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And I walk out, I'm like, yeah, man, fucking
Feel
right,
good
cool.
now.
Like, let's do this. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah.
But your day is average until someone makes your day.
No, and that's, yeah,
Yeah.
that,
When
that's
someone
what I
like
mean, is,
goes
like,
out of their way to hold the door, or goes out of their way to like,
yeah.
you know, say if you're short 25 cents and, you know, or something to buy a
Pay
drink
for
and
it,
someone
yeah.
just, hey, here's 25 cents. Like,
yeah.
you know, it takes something like that to really appreciate, you know what I mean, your day that much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize how shitty the day was
And
until
that's
someone
exactly it,
actually
like-
made your day.
If I fucking am in this mood and whatever, and I go into that store and the chick fucking, yeah, it's $27.50. Yeah, fucking see you later. Fuck you. You know.
Yeah.
Then like that doesn't change. It almost makes my shit worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But she's because she was like, "Hey, what's up?" So like you're saying like, or I don't know if you were saying this, but what you said made me think this was like almost like I'm not saying everyone has to go around and fucking greet everyone and be a happy fucking whatever, but if someone says hi to you,
It certainly
fucking
would be
say
a nicer
hi or
world.
whatever,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like you fucking acknowledge people and shit, you know,
Yeah.
that because even that could change somebody's whole fucking thing.
Well,
you
that's
know?
what like that's where he was saying pretty much. Like if everybody was in that,
yeah,
you know what I mean, that positive, good mood. Like I always
Yeah.
say, spreading love goes a lot
Absolutely.
farther.
man.
Like negative energy takes a lot out of you.
It
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
It does. It beats you
Kills
up
you.
inside. Like you say, yeah, it kills you inside.
Kills you, man.
You know, spread the love as much as you can.
Yeah.
I love giving back. I love making other people
That's
happy.
why it's love gang all fucking
All
day.
You know what I
day.
mean?
Absolutely.
That's what makes me
It's
happy at the end of the day.
perspective,
man.
you know,
Yeah.
like for sure.
You couldn't tell me this 25 years ago. I'd tell you go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
well,
as you get older, your heart becomes more softer.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? You look at things a little
And you
bit
just
different.
you become wiser and realize
Yeah.
those little things don't matter
Yeah.
to spend that anger on, you know, it just kills you inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes more energy to hate somebody than it does to love them.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Or at least just be indifferent.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
to love everybody, but
No,
at least
true.
like
Yeah.
don't go out of your way to hate somebody.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
give, you know, just respect everybody, you know?
Well, the
There's
thing
no
is,
reason to not. Everyone's literally just trying to get to where they're going.
With the
Everybody,
fucking-
that's all.
Or
it
if you've
is.
seen someone in
that-
struggle, like why can't you help them if
Help
you
them
know
if
how
you
to do
can.
it? If you know how to
Yeah.
do it and you're watching, say, Styles struggle, like why let him beat himself up
Yeah.
when you could just take 2 minutes out of your day to help him and he
Yeah.
can figure
Exactly.
it out. And
well, it's
just-
like I went into this weed store one time and I fucking sorry, I shouldn't have said that on tape, but I actually it was when you were getting your hair cut and I was like, fuck it, I'll go in here and I'll see because I heard about this specific joint, so I was gonna go get it.
Right, yeah.
So I went in, and the girl like lets me in, whatever, and I go in, and I buy the shit, and then I gave her the money, and I was like, oh, you can keep the change, and it was like fucking like $1.60 or something, right? And she's like, oh, really? Like, I'm like, yeah, like it's fine. She's like, okay, yeah. So then I leave, and then I got in the car, and I realized like she gave me the wrong thing, and I don't know. Sorry. It's not her fault. It was my fault. I picked the wrong thing, but she showed me the wrong like choices, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Because I wanted like this specific brand or whatever. So I'm like anything by this brand, and then she showed me, it's like, oh, we have all these, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that one, and then I realized it wasn't. I'm like, I wanted specifically that brand, but anyway, so I go back in the store, and there was a guy ahead of me, and so I'm standing in the store, and he's like, oh, and like this and that and like whatever, and he's like, oh, I want this pipe and stuff. He seemed kind of like younger, like timid dude, whatever, and he looked at a different pipe, and he was like, oh, what, like, how much is this one? Because it was like a little bit different, and she's like, oh, it's like this much. He's like, oh, I'll just take that one. So then like she goes, oh, it comes to this much, and he goes, oh, like I only have this much, and it was like a matter of like $4 at the most or something, right?
Yeah.
And she didn't pick up that what he was trying to say was that like I don't have enough money, and like because she was like, oh yeah, okay, all right, cool, and she like turns and like, oh, I don't think she got that he's saying I don't have enough
Right.
money. So then like either that or she was just like stalling, like, what do I say to this guy?
Yeah.
Like, you know, you don't have enough. So then I just stepped up, I'm like, yo, here, and I like give him $5. I'm like, yo, I
Yeah.
might give that to her. And then like she looked and was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, because not only like does it get him out of here so I can
Yeah.
get out of here, but at the same time, like if it's a matter of this guy needs a fucking couple dollars to like get his fucking
Move
thing and
along,
like
yeah.
you know, cool, fucking whatever. But she was like, oh my god, for real, like, oh whatever, like, yeah. And he was like, thank you, yeah. And he left. She's like, oh my god, whatever. And then even whenever I went to leave that time, I was like, oh yeah, keep the change, whatever. And she's like, seriously, like, oh whatever. And she was just blown away. And she's like, you know what? She's like, thank you or whatever, you know. And like she's like, this is going, like, she's like, all the tips we don't get them, but she's like, it's going to some like cannabis like fun thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But she said, but she's like, thank you, because like she's like, that just made me feel good. And I was like, well, I don't fucking know. I'm like, I just like the kid was gonna have to take something off, and all he got really was a bag of weed and a pipe.
Right.
And like he probably needed the pipe to smoke the fucking weed.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, he would have to get a smaller bag of weed or like whatever. So I'm just like, man, like whatever. But all I'm saying
goes
is
around
like
comes
same
around,
thing,
right?
right?
Man.
So it's not like oh, I did that, but it's just same thing like you're saying, like, man, like fucking there'd be people that would stand in that situation and be like, fuck this kid, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fucking, you don't have enough money, fuck you, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Blame
And
that
just-
kid for being late to work or something.
But even
you know?
like I said, how the chick was like, oh, that like, you know, made me feel good. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Like even that's like, okay, I just passed it on.
you
like,
just spread
like,
positivity.
yeah, she's like,
you
oh,
know?
you're just fucking paying it forward today.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, fuck, like. And again, too, she helps me with the shit. So like, yeah, take a tip, whatever.
Right.
She can't keep it, whatever. Fine, give it to the fucking kids that smoke the
Charity.
weed or whatever it is. Like,
Oh yeah, like yeah.
How many times do you think you get upset in one day?
probably a few, man.
Definitely a lot less than I used to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
depends on the
Depends
day.
if I'm working or not.
Because even like I said earlier, some days I'll be like, oh, I don't really feel like leaving the house. Then I go and get gas and, you know, talk to the person and feel better, whatever.
Yeah.
But on the way to go get the gas, everybody's a piece of shit. I'm like, oh, this
Yeah,
guy stopped at the stop sign too long. Fucking this guy put his signal on too late. Fucking look at this
Yeah,
guy.
like little
doing
shit
this.
like that. Does it
Like
bug you?
that.
Like
It-
all day long? Like little
it
things
will.
like that?
It will until I
Mhm.
go get the gas and talk to the person. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then I'll be like, oh, you know what? Fucking feel bad bitching about that old
Yeah,
man
yeah.
or like whatever, you know. But there are some days where yeah, like little things will bug me, but not forever. It's just for that like moment until like
Yeah.
things turn around or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
you know. Like I could like get in my car to go to drive someone's house, and just be like, fuck that shit, shit. Whenever get to there, it's like, oh yeah, how's it going? Yeah, like because once I see them and we're talking, it's different,
Yeah.
right?
It's like I think, you know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
That's true.
Most people when they wake up, some are wake up and gone out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's me.
3 out of 10 people will like wake up, have a nice breakfast,
Yeah.
have a coffee, sit around the house
Ease
for
into
20
it.
minutes, and then slowly go to work and don't rush to work.
Yeah.
But then you got 90% of the people, if you go down the highway first thing in the morning, they're rushing to work.
Yeah.
Why are you rushing to go slave? Why are
Yeah.
you rushing, risking a ticket
For
to,
sure.
to
Yeah.
go?
Or an
so-
accident.
If you go get a ticket or an accident in the morning, there goes your whole day.
Yeah.
You got to work the whole day just for that ticket.
Yeah. Right.
So I never understand that. Like,
Yeah.
rush to do stuff for yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, true.
don't rush to like go slave.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
You know, it's like, and I always say this to a lot of people is when your boss says, you know, sweep that, take out the garbage, Windex this, or okay, can you take the box and bring it over there? You right
Snap
away,
and
you're
do
doing it. You're
Yeah.
doing it. You're listening. You're doing it. But do you do that for yourself, for your own goals, for your own things in life? No, you don't.
No.
It's
do
time
it
you
for
get
a
home, you're
paycheck.
tired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kick your feet up, you expect, you know, your partner to make dinner or something, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And half an hour later, you smoke, you know, a couple of joints, watch some TV, and you go to bed.
Yeah. Do it all over
And
again.
do it all over again.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
thing you're doing is you're waking up, rushing. You're
Yeah.
sleeping in from the alarm, and your brain is not like
Yeah.
it's just going. You know what I mean? Like slowly wake up an extra half an hour early, and have that tea.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what
Well,
I
it's
mean?
like one
Sit
of my
back
buddies. We worked at the same place. We went there at the same time. Fucking, I think he might even live closer than I did. And he said, "What the fuck time do you get up at?" I'm like, "Well, I get up at 7:45." But like, I get up at 7:45, and I go and like fucking brush my teeth and roll a joint for the drive there. Maybe like a piece of toast if I really feel like it, and then get on the road. Like I now at 8 o'clock have an hour to get to work. That's an hour away, you know.
Right.
And like, so I'm like, oh, 7:45 or whatever. He's like, oh fuck. I'm like, what time do you get up at? He's like, oh, I get up at 5:30. And I was like, dude, we're the same fucking like. I'm like, what do you do all morning? He's like,
Yeah.
and he's like, he doesn't smoke weed either, right? But he's like, I get up and he's like, I take my time
Do
to brush my
things,
teeth
yeah.
and take a shit and fucking, you know, well, have a bowl of cereal or do
Yeah,
whatever. He's
lay
like, get everything
around.
ready, make sure the fucking car is loaded. Fucking, so then, because there's times where I rush out the door and I'm like, oh, I don't have this and I don't have
Yeah.
that and
Forget
whatever.
something.
Even say I packed everything the night before, still I get up, I'm like, oh, I forgot that thing.
Oh yeah,
I
for
fucking
sure.
put my drink down and left it or
Yeah.
something, right? So
Been there, done that.
he just, man, I was like, man, I'm like, you know what, that's so smart. And I mean, I'll admit now, I still probably wouldn't do that, but
9 out of 10
but
people don't do
it's
it.
so smart
Yeah.
though,
You know what I
because
mean?
also too, like I would get to work again, like wake up at 7:45, be at work for 9 o'clock, actually right around the corner here, and I would get there and be like, oh, fuck, I'm tired, because all I did was get up and go "Ooh," and start driving, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's no fucking chilling, like whatever. Not
Yeah.
that I don't mean like chilling, but there's
You're
no
not
like
awake yet.
like, yeah, exactly. There's no like
Stimulation.
easing into the fucking day. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, get up, brush your teeth, fucking. Even then, sometimes they don't have time to do that shit. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
But I
fuck,
think
fuck.
less things will bug you
And that's exactly,
Yo,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
if you know,
It's
you
all about
slept
how you
good.
start your day.
Yeah, thank you.
It
Yeah,
is.
and
You
that's-
woke
yeah.
up, you had something, you know, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a big ass meal, just something small. You put something in
Small,
your
yeah.
belly.
Yeah.
Well, give
You know what I
yourself
mean?
the time to do
Give
this
yourself
shit.
time to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Because even too, like I said, man, I'm just, and there's even like that hour job to work, I'm not having breakfast or doing anything. All I do is smoke a joint, whatever, right? So it's just like boom, 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 and
And then
I
you get to
saw how
work.
it affected my day, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I will admit I probably won't, or like I wouldn't do that now.
Yeah.
I would try to, but the thing is I can see how it can totally fucking change your day, you know?
Oh yeah. 'Cause then you get to work and then you start to wake up and then you're hungry and then you're even more grumpy if you're already grumpy.
Or you
know?
don't have time to eat. You're just
yeah,
straight
yeah,
to
and
work.
then lunch is a far way away at that point, man. Like,
Look, you know what I find
Yeah.
weird though on the hungry note though? I find, man, when I eat breakfast in the morning, so like actually whenever I used to work with James,
well, yeah,
shout out James,
sure,
but
James,
we
Rocky and Flacco.
we would drive to the city, right? And like most days I wouldn't eat, right? But then some days I would eat, and like if I ate that day by fucking like 10:30 in the morning,
Hungry?
man, but like, oh my god, my stomach's eating itself.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, whatever.
Yeah,
And then I have to go like break into my lunch and shit. But if I didn't eat in the morning, like by the time lunch came around, I was hungry, but I wasn't like,
Yeah.
crippling hunger, you know? Like, so I found some days like, man, I'm not gonna go like down off the fucking thing and go over there and fucking have a snack.
yeah,
So I
right.
just drown it with fucking water.
Water.
But the thing is,
It's a good thing
like,
to do though, and like just drink a bunch of water. in the
yeah,
morning.
true, yeah. But it's weird because it's like, you know, it's like, oh, I already ate, but for some reason at 10 I'm starving. It's like I didn't eat at 10. I fucking can't
it
even
starts
think
your
of food.
metabolism and your appetite, right? And why you're not hungry is probably because your body is now using what you ate for dinner the night before and using all of that.
Cutting up the shit.
Yeah, and that's why you're not hungry, because your body's now awake and
Yeah.
right.
But even like Jonesy said, drinking water, man. They
The
say,
best thing
and
you can do.
Same
So
like
now,
like
like-
you're saying, start to your day, man. They say wake up and drink like a glass of water or like two
I
glasses of
always
water
do.
because you got to think you're asleep for fucking at least 6
Thank you.
hours, right?
Yeah,
But people
So-
are gonna wake up. They're gonna rush to work. You're gonna brush
Yeah.
your teeth and just rush out
Rush.
the door. Then
Grab
they
a
get to work.
coffee.
Thank you. Now,
Yeah.
now this is the point I'm making now.
yeah,
Now you went from rushing, and last night hang on a second. Before
yeah.
you even start, you probably went to bed drinking Red Bull. You know what
Or
I mean?
like
Yeah.
like eating fucking cookies or some shit.
Something.
Chips.
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Because a lot of people are up partying like the night
Yeah.
before. So you wake up, you're rushing now. And what did you do? You rush to go slave, and then you're gonna sit there and drink coffee,
To stay awake.
like to stay awake.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck you up more. I got one,
Not
thank
you're
you.
not hydrating.
I'm good.
So like, how much is your heart racing? How much is your body
it's
racing?
hard on your heart.
Of course.
body.
Like,
Yeah.
you're abusing yourself, man.
Yeah,
You know, that's the way I look at it. Like, your body's your temple.
it is, man.
You know what I mean? And I always tell people, spend at least 15 minutes a day to meditate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Clear your mind from all the bullshit that went on that day. Don't think about nothing. Just sit in your favorite chair,
Yeah.
overlook wherever you find the most comfortable spot in the house or outside underneath a tree.
Yeah.
And just close your eyes and just like don't think about nothing for
Yeah.
15 minutes. Just to give your it's like a re-energy, you know, a reboost.
Yeah.
I've
It does
heard
a lot
even
for you.
starting your day like that is very a good way to start your day.
I used to do this
Great way
thing
to start
like
your day.
basically it was kind of similar, I guess, but it was just that like it's like a breathing thing. So you like do like 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out in your nose and out your mouth or whatever, and then you like you pick a fucking like happy place or whatever, and then you just like go there and chill or whatever, right? And like so mine was like driving and shit, right? So I would just like sit there and be like
Yeah.
racing a car or some shit, right? But the thing is like sometimes I would do it and be like so fucking stupid. I'm like, I'm not fucking, you know, it's like I'm not even sitting in a car, doesn't even look, you know, like whatever. Just fucking do it, man. Just fucking, okay, look, just do it. And I would do it, and then afterwards, like, I would feel good, you know what I mean? Like,
like
and
a
it's just like,
release.
oh yeah, like, and even if it's like, it wasn't even like there was something bugging me that I had to fucking do this exercise or whatever. It's just like, yo, like, just take a second and do it. It's like, oh, I feel stupid. It's fucking dumb. And you like do it. It's like my dad said, there's a chemicals that are released in your brain or whatever when you smile, and like not just like a genuine like smile, like if you just like hold your fucking face like this for your fucking 60 seconds, your fucking brain will register that
Right.
and give you these like endorphins or whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
are, and so people will use that to do that, right, to stay positive and stuff. But they say like if you're like, man, you're just like so down and you just can't fucking do it, you're like, man, I don't want to sit here and pretend to smile, like I fucking hate everything.
Yeah,
They say
right.
take a fucking pencil or a pen and like put it in your teeth back here, so then it like holds your fucking like shit back,
Yeah.
and
So
it'll
forces
fucking
it.
release the fucking same
Right.
shit, right? I don't know how that relates, but you could probably imagine if it did.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
I heard
know.
something similar. Like if you say like ha, at least so you have to like ha ha and then ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And then like 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
and just add one on every time, and eventually you'll just like start to make
laughing.
yourself laugh. And then if there's anyone else in the room, then it's just like it's a contagious thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I
kind of
could
the same,
see that.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
Ha ha ha. You know?
You just I just add one on every time. At first it sounds robotic and weird, and then like eventually it's just
Yeah, you ever see? You
It's
So
ever,
I
sounds
actually
funny.
forget what the explanation is, but I read a thing the other day about laughing, and it's like
the best.
there's like
medicine.
something though, like that, like it's like you're releasing air or something like really quickly, but then your like body is trying to like do it again or something, and it like if you laugh hard enough, it like involuntarily you'll be like ha ha, and that's why you're like
Yeah,
because
right.
it's like I said, I don't remember the explanation, but there's something that's doing something that's making you like make this like spasm,
course.
like
Right.
almost like a hiccup, like a sneeze or
wild
whatever.
though, eh? Like,
But and I don't know why, but I fucking it was because they were saying like why people say ha 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 or something like
yeah.
that.
interesting.
And like you just gut busters, like your abs hurt so hard from laughing. Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best, man.
But I would like to switch this a little bit. I want to go back to the music a little bit.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So then brings us up to a point where I guess where we would have met when you did the city collab.
Yeah.
So Bully put on the city collab, and there was like 25 rappers on it, and
Something like
It was
that.
a lot, yeah.
and Yardi was one of them.
13. That was number 13.
Number 13, yeah.
Yeah.
But and then I remember we never met until you came for the parties thing at the release or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But how did the whole like you and Bully doing that thing, like how did that come about?
He asked me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he asked me.
Okay.
So,
like did you guys know each other like at the time, or just kind of like
No,
internet?
just the internet.
Yeah.
And then I pulled up in the caddy, and he was there, and showed me nothing but love. And then I went in the studio.
No way. That was your first time meeting
Yeah.
Bully that day.
So check this one out. This is a little story now. So I got two best friends. They're both from the same era. They don't know each other, but they know of each other.
Okay.
And they've been doing music a long time,
Yeah.
just as long as me. Point I was trying to make. So anyways, my one buddy goes, let me write it. I'm like, no, because my other boy said he wanted to write it. But I started off writing it, the verse myself.
Yeah.
But then my one buddy, he's like, no. He's like, you're going to Ottawa, bro. You're doing the city collab, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, you're gonna be working with different kind of characters. He's like, I'm writing this. So I practiced it on the way here, on the drive.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't really get to practice because I'm like trying to read it, and I was just like, it was hard to
So
read
did you
and
just
drive
tell
at the
us
same
that
time.
it was ghostwritten?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So my buddy wrote that skip,
Okay.
and then
And
yes,
you laid it down.
and laid it down when I got here.
No way.
So I
Learned
only
it on the
practiced it
way.
for like 15, 20 minutes.
So I have a little thing to admit, and I will say I told somebody else this that was involved in this whole thing, and they were like, "Shouldn't have told me that." But I will admit that a part of my verse on that was written by someone else. I think it's like 6 bars or 8 bars, maybe, with somebody else. Actually, our lawyer. He sent me a whole
Yeah,
thing
so-
that was like, yeah, he has trouble with like 16 bars, like, and so there was like 30 some bars or something, and the scheme kind of all like changed up weird. So I just sort of like took the good parts and cut it down and like put my own thing. So I will admit that, yeah, I took a little bit from someone else.
Yeah, no, my buddy's like, he's like, no, Yardi, I'm writing that one. You know what I mean? They were like, my 2 buddies were fighting over that verse, man. But yeah, I started to write it, and then my one buddy took over. So I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? So
That's
I did-
sick either way.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I remember.
I don't
as soon as
mind
heard
people
it, like, the
writing
voice-
some music for me. I don't.
Oh yeah, no people.
I don't like. There's a lot of artists that are against it. There's a lot of artists that like, oh, you suck if you have ghostwriters. Listen, man, I could write my own music, and I
Yeah.
like having ghostwriters too.
You know how many
Sometimes
people
There's
actually
nothing wrong
have
with
their
it.
songs
Perspective
written
helps,
for
you know?
them?
Of course.
You know how many people have their songs written for them? Like they'll be
Oh,
like, they'll
fuck.
have like a fucking like.
And like the people that write my music, like some of my music, like don't get me wrong, I'll go there with a hook, you know what I mean? And then my boy will sit there and make the beat, and the time he's done the beat, we've already wrote the song together. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're writing it together, you know, 90% of the time. Or if I say, hey, I need something, you know, like the verse for the bully, for the 25-man clap.
Yeah,
City
yeah,
clap.
You know what I mean? My buddy wrote that in, it was like 10 minutes. He sent that back to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Crazy.
Then you practice it for 15 minutes and fucking
Yeah.
spit it right out. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. No, that was sick. So then that's how you guys. So your buddy suggested the fucking city club to you. That's how you.
Well, no, but Bully Zone is the one that asked me.
He reached out to
Oh,
you.
He-
yeah,
he's
yeah.
the one that
sorry,
reached out
sorry,
to me,
yeah,
right?
No, I thought at one point.
And that's
I
when
thought
I
you
met
said
him.
you- Yeah.
Yeah.
And since then, we've been like
Yeah, that's sick.
close, man. He's not one of my.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. It was because you said your buddy said you're going to Ottawa and doing the city club.
Yeah.
But that was his reasoning for him wanting to write it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
because
that's
he's like,
cra-
these guys are going to be 20 years younger. Some of the rappers are going to be like 20 years younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
And he's
doubt.
like, I know the lingo for it, you know what I mean? Today's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's, like, you know.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, I
Round your
get you.
big drip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that.
Yo, I never would
So-
have guessed that's when you met Bully though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed that.
So then like yeah, there was that. And you went into the live on the live for a while with all the COVID shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
After
And
that.
then we went out west. Actually, no, fuck. So I guess it would have been before we went out west. You guys would have came up to now where the Connected was made. So how did that all come together with you, Bully and Prada then?
So, I'm trying to think. I think Bully Zone said that he had the beat
Yeah.
on lock. And I Prada is my boy out west, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Bully Zone was my boy out east, you know what I mean? Like,
Here,
like he just the love that these two have both have shown me in the small amount of time that I known them both.
yeah.
And I just felt like, even though they're a different person, they're not alike at all, but they have a lot of couple similarities where I
Yeah.
just got the good vibes from. So I was just like, yeah, man, I want to bring East Coast and West Coast together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought of those two. And then when I brought it up to Bully, he was down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Fucking
Yeah.
right. So and then that song was around for a bit too, right? Like you guys had it
Yeah,
around
we
for a bit before you put
Sat
it out.
on it for a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been in the vault for 2 years.
Yeah. And we were trying to do the video for it.
Because I wanted what do you call it? An animation
Right,
video.
right.
And I'm like, I'm not putting out this song until we can find one. But like fucking me and both Bullies got fucked around over the internet. Because who do you trust? You can only trust people that you meet on the internet.
Yeah,
You know, and he sent money to somebody, and yeah, man, they
just ran off with it.
pretty much fucked us over. I
Yeah.
think they sent it back to them weeks later or whatever. But
Yeah, okay.
you know, they were phony.
Phone,
So
yeah.
it's like, I'm still trying to find somebody.
Yeah,
You know.
animator. None in Ottawa. Do you guys look
No.
any names up here? Yeah.
Fuck. But it's
So
out.
then, like, I had a project for that, like, because I wanted to build certain characters,
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
like a cartoon
So you had
character out
this
of Prada,
idea, yeah.
cartoon character out of Bully, a cartoon character out of me,
Okay.
and then I wanted to run with that,
Right.
and at the same time, then start to make these little sketch videos
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
cartoons.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a whole other,
yeah.
lane of
And I wanted to do
content.
it so the younger generation understand it.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Yeah.
That's actually a really cool idea.
That's
Shit.
still my thing, but I
Yeah.
still can't find it.
Find the right person to do the animation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit, man.
If you're out there and you can do
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hit
I'll
me
make
up.
it happen for
It's your
sure,
boy
man.
Yardi.
Boy,
So
Yardi from
I
what's
got a
Ghana.
lot of good
your-
ideas.
Your connection to Prada then? When did you meet Prada?
I've known about him years. I've
Yeah.
seen him lots of places.
Yeah.
Never really introduced myself. A lot of my friends were close to him.
Okay.
So I just I just reached out to him one day
Yeah.
over the
Sick.
internet. You know what I mean? Then I went out there. I flew out there and chatted up with him. We went out for breakfast, and I just brought it to the brought it to the table. He's
Yeah.
like, sure, yeah, man. He's a good guy, good cat.
Cool.
But like I said, the vibe that he gave me when I met him is pretty much the same vibe that Bully gave me when I met him, right?
Yeah.
So
It's too bad we couldn't get that
Sounds good.
Zoom thing figured out.
it's
Yeah,
true.
we were right there.
Yeah, shout out Prada for trying. and
Yeah,
yourself.
that was
yeah, big up to Prada.
one day. We'll get it one
But
day.
yeah, we'll get him too for sure.
For sure.
Fine, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Shit. You. Oh, you
Uh,
But yeah, I got
freestyle?
a lot more music coming out soon.
Do you freestyle?
Yeah, I do it all, man.
Yeah.
You want to freestyle?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just at the end of the day, man. I just go with the flow and hope for the best, bro.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
all
mean?
you can do. You know?
Fucking right.
Do your
swing,
shit.
Swing for the fences, man. Hope for the
Yeah,
best.
I got some good tracks coming.
Yeah.
You'll be happy.
Fucking right.
Hell
Yeah, there's some good. I'm trying different things. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get into that jungle, that reggae jungle.
Okay, yeah.
You know, a little bit of techno, a little drum and bass. I'm trying to get into all those. I'm trying to
Yeah.
experience, like, just
Music.
yeah. I don't want to just be stuck on one.
No, it's good though
Right.
to
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
explore that shit too, though.
Keeps you learning and new
like
things.
me and Bully Zone, we got a couple tracks. It's just a matter of getting in the studio, having the time. But we got a couple tracks that we're gonna be doing. You know, what I mean, we were actually in the middle of doing.
Sick.
But now, yeah, we just it's a time and place, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, a couple tracks, a couple weeks ago, dropped. But yeah, I got some good music coming. I'm trying to get it all done and then just throw it out there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
throw it all out there. Like a good month's worth of shit
Yeah.
out there, right? And I'm just, I've only put in 25% into the music.
Yeah.
Never put in 100%. But now I'm putting in 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like I've always dibbled and dabbled in it my whole life, but never took it really serious.
Yeah.
It just it soothes my soul, man. Like I like it. It's something that I've always loved doing. It's always been in, you know what I mean? Like I said, right from Ross Lee's days.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, hopefully I'll do a song with Morrison soon. I did a
I
song.
think if you have you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
you have like a big catalog of like music you haven't put out, do
yeah,
you want to just like drop all at once or like
yeah,
Yeah.
like once a week, start throwing
That's-
them all out.
Yeah.
right? That's what I was
You
saying.
know what I
Like
mean?
what, like one every Friday, or like do one like, instead of just putting it all out at once,
Yeah.
like spread it out over.
Like every couple of years, I'll drop 3. You know what I mean, or 2. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. I don't like.
Every
like
few
that.
months
Yeah,
and shit.
or just throw it
Promote
all
it and
out.
stuff.
Yeah, throw it all out and start all over again.
Yeah.
But it's hard because like when you rely on other people to do certain things,
That's
everybody works at their own pace and time, and it's sometimes like you said, even with this Prada song, it took 2 years to come out of the vault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when the time is right, it's right.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Well, we look forward to that, man.
But yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So Want to answer some quick questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Lightning round.
Yeah. They're every
Commence.
question's worth double the answers.
Yeah.
Or double the answers.
Yeah.
Double the points.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Pizza. Powerade or Gatorade?
Powerade.
Powerade. Gin or vodka?
Vodka.
Boobs or booty?
Fuck both. I'm greedy.
Both. I'm greedy. Love it. Would you rather take a plane or take a train?
I prefer to take a train,
Train.
but
yeah.
I would take a plane all day long. But train's better.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
train lots of times. It's nice.
Would
to
you
be
take
Yeah,
a
trains are
plane-
sick.
Would you take a plane that was all day long?
No, I don't.
24-hour plane?
I can't smoke on the plane.
No.
Yeah, fuck.
My
You can
brother took
smoke
an
in between the
18-hour
cars.
fucking flight.
You can
Actually, it wasn't all at once. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
You can
I
smoke in
lied.
between the cars on the
On a
Via Rail.
train, yeah.
Yeah.
I've took it lots of times to Vancouver. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bed comes out the wall.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
true, yeah. I was gonna take that one time.
Yeah, I
But-
remember they had like there's some sort of deal on or something. Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
Would you rather be stuck deep sea or outer space?
I got a fear of water out there, so I'd say space.
Space, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather lose your phone or wallet?
Either or, same feeling.
Same feeling?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Would you rather be gossiped about or never talked about at all?
Good or bad, I want you to always talk about me.
Damn right. If you were to pick any restaurant to eat free from for the rest of your life, what would it be?
My cousin's bakery.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say he's probably got some
Yeah,
the
the-
joint.
Where's that?
Nice.
Where's the
In Toronto,
Yeah.
called Villa de Mano Bakery.
Nice.
Oh yes, I've seen you post the things.
You'll see me there like 3-4 times out of the week. Eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
eat one meal a day, and that's where I usually.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drink some
Mm.
Coca-Cola.
Would you rather forget who you are or who everybody else was? Or is? Whatever.
I'll never forget who I am.
Never forget yourself.
I love myself.
Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
But I would like to be born with an elephant trunk,
Yeah, or a giraffe neck.
a neck,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Long neck.
long neck.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Either or.
Either or.
I'll fight them all.
All at once.
Take
at
them all
once.
down. Would you rather go about your day naked or fall asleep for a whole year?
Go about my day naked.
Damn
Fuck yeah.
right,
I think
can't
you'd
miss a
have
day.
fun with that.
Yeah, no
Fuck yeah.
shit.
I grew up in Vancouver, man, Wreck Beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beach.
I brought you there, Styles, didn't I?
No, I don't think we went there.
We didn't go to Wreck Beach?
No, I was told about it.
Are you sure we didn't go?
No, I didn't see any.
Fuck, I'm surprised I didn't bring you.
No, I didn't see any P's or B's on the beach.
Shit. It's like 1,000 steps down like this.
Oh no, definitely not.
So
no.
time you get to the bottom, bro. And it's not like regular steps. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Your calves will hurt time they shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time going down there, you're like shake for a minute.
Shit,
Uh,
then you gotta go down there
And then
fucking-
you party all day long. But don't forget,
Gotta climb back
you
Fuck.
gotta go climb those stairs.
Fuck.
probably a mess at night.
It's
No
amazing. It's
doubt.
cool as fuck.
Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or 10 different lives that last 100 years each?
What was the second one again?
10 different lives that last 100 years each.
10 different lives.
10 different lives, yeah.
100%.
Would you rather have 2 million followers or $2 million?
$2 million.
The money. If you choose one skill to obtain instantly, what would it be?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear the first.
If you could obtain a skill instantly, what would it be?
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
Like real
That's
magic?
a pretty
or-
good
Yeah,
skill.
yeah.
Real magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Cause there's
Right.
some real. I've met a couple like some good magic guys, man.
Yeah, magicians.
Yeah,
Shit,
they
man,
pull the
that'd be
shoes
cool.
right off your feet, bro.
Yeah, no
It's crazy.
doubt. If you were to lose one of your five senses, what would it be?
The senses to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Hearing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about the music?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's smell, touch, taste.
So,
The music,
Smell.
you know? The
Smell.
music.
yeah.
Smell then.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go with
smell.
smell. Yeah. We'll go with smell.
That's usually everybody's answer they
Okay.
end up going with.
even after some coercing.
Yeah, well, I was like, I
Yeah.
feel like I should explain a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone usually does.
Okay.
All right, last question. You find a book, you start reading it, find out it's about your life up into this point where you've found the book. Do you continue reading knowing it holds your future?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
yeah, right away.
I need to know if I'm into something. Then I'm into something. I want to read it right
Yeah.
then. I'm not gonna read it halfway and walk away.
People would.
No. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, man, fair
Shit,
enough.
That
fair
was a really
enough.
quick answer.
Yeah, that
too.
was good. That was a good lightning round.
You definitely knew what you wanted in that one.
Yeah, that was
48, bro. Know where I'm going.
perfect. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going.
That's true.
That's fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
always
is
say
facts,
roads like
man.
this. You know, life's like a one-way road with a lot of signs.
I hope I'm not going to the same place I came from. Shit. My daddy's balls.
Well, you start off as a baby, end up as a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You start off with no teeth, you end up with no teeth.
Mark, hopefully I'll be sucking on some titties too.
I hope so, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just feel like
That's why-
feel like I just got real vulgar there. Like,
That's why I'm trying to bring you out with me.
Probably be getting, bathed by somebody else, but
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably about it. I
yeah.
don't know why, man.
Oh yeah, right
You
there.
live your life.
Yeah, stay right there.
You have one life, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
Do what makes you happy. You know, sometimes you got to break other hearts to make your own heart happy.
that's
You
true.
got to be greedy a little bit, bro. Because if you don't, you're not living, you're not
Your
being true
life.
to yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's nice
Yeah.
to feel sorry for other people because you have a good heart and you want to do good for other people. That's great. If you have room.
yeah,
But you gotta put yourself first, bro. It's a tough world out there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's hard. You don't know how long you're gonna last for. We're all got a number. When it's time to go, it's time to go. You can
absolutely.
be the healthiest fucking guy in the world.
Yeah, man.
You can walk down the street and get hit by a fucking bus tomorrow. You just never know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we all got a number. While we're
Absolutely.
here, you know, try to leave a good impression. Like, try to, you know, you don't want to leave this world people fucking talking shit or hating on you.
Hating on you, yeah.
And that's why I like doing music, because your music will live on.
That's very true,
You know
man.
what I mean?
That's what
So
music
true.
is.
Shit, man.
Be good, man. Spread the love, man. It's
Yeah,
love
for
all day,
sure.
man.
Absolutely.
That's,
I respect that.
you know, I always say the most powerful thing on earth. Do you know what it is?
Love?
It's the
No.
words that come out of people's mouths.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful thing in the world. It's
Absolutely.
conversation.
Yeah,
It's the words. It is.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's what runs the whole
I
country.
agree. It is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's what makes people think things, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Words.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
But yeah, man.
Well-
Live life.
You want to tell them where to find you?
Yardi. On the
Yardi.
dot.
Yeah.
Yardi from the dot, man.
The
Fucking
man.
right. You heard it here first, folks.
Check it out on Instagram. Yardi from the dot, man.
I'm so glad that we were able to get you on before our 200th. Although I feel like you fit in somewhere. Should have had you in 150.
I know there's a few times that
I think whenever we
were
first met,
trying
it
to
was
do-
around 100. So yeah.
I always said it's the right time, right
But
place.
yeah, no,
That's
and
it.
it
It
worked
was the
out
right
so
time.
perfect. Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
worked out perfect. Yeah, it was a good night last night too. We saw fucking KGs. I know we already said that, but
Honestly, they were
put on
amazing,
A very
man.
good performance.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
worth the 4-hour drive and $45.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I didn't come for Tech 9.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never heard, like, I've heard of them, lots of them, but I've never listen to
been
his music
into
or
it, yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah. We got to see Tech Nine and King
It was good.
XL.
He's amazing. He's Tech
He can
Nine's
rap
yeah,
for
he's,
sure. Yeah,
he's
I was really into him a while back.
it was a
King
really
XL
good
seemed a
show.
little bit annoyed, but I still went up and was like, eh. And like,
Robbie G's good,
Props,
you know.
son.
Big up to Robbie G.
Yeah,
Big up to a few of them, man.
absolutely.
yeah,
There was a lot of good talent there last night.
yeah.
Yeah,
After
for
went
sure. You know what I
fucking
mean?
wild.
But
Yeah.
Bully Zone and Flocks
Express.
killed it last night.
They
Yeah,
did.
They
man.
killed that shit last night. It was
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And we had Styles the Prophet on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
left
Styles
and
the
right.
Prophet was on
Getting those
stage with the
shots
camera.
in.
E and V were on stage shooting rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fuck, it's a good
You
time.
know, just to hang out with these guys, man, I had a great night last
Yeah.
night. You know what I mean?
we were all fucking there, and we went and got food and shit at the tailgaters and stuff. It was
Oh
good.
yeah, nice.
Fucking right, yeah. But cheers.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers to you
It
guys.
was
Thanks
a
for
good
coming out,
fucking.
Yardi.
It was a good one.
It was a good
This is
one.
I have
for
one
sure.
little zip left.
And yeah, I'm glad it worked out that way. So thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, man. Big
Appreciate
up
you.
to Ottawa, man. Ottawa's like my third home, man.
Fucking
You know,
right.
I've been coming out here for years, man.
Yeah,
I always
What's
try
your
to
first home?
Vancouver.
Vancouver,
Okay.
even though I'm from Toronto.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I
Yeah.
guess technically it's like from Toronto,
That's where I
but
got my baby. out there.
chosen
Yeah.
Vancouver.
The
is
two
first,
most valuable people in my world are living there. My
Yeah.
daughter and my mom.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
it's like a magnet, man.
yeah.
Okay, well, it was good
It's
to
a
have
blessing.
you
Yeah,
here.
pleasure, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Look
Yeah,
forward
man.
to the next one with
I
you.
appreciate that.
All the best in the future, and when you have more coming out and stuff, let's do it again.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
be here.
Definitely.
Regardless, fucking come through again for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Yeah, I would love that for
Fucking
sure.
right. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. 198. That means we got one more,
One
and then it's
more.
the 200th episode. Got next week's actually gonna be a pretty good one. It's gonna be a good one. We got a good show right before 200th. But you heard it here first. Everybody's got a number. Yardi says everybody's got a number.
I'm number 13.
Mine's 69, and I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G Audio Podcast. And Yardi's smoking some dank ass.
If you don't cough, you don't get off.
Until
Judah must say, if you
Peace
don't
out,
cough, you don't
everybody.
get off.
the next one.
This Saturday we that make it cough. Follow me, Yardi from the dot.